Hey, this is John with cbssports. Today we'll be filming Mike Bell. He's a free agent now. Justin Fab with Athletic Gains will be training him, running him through a workout. We're filming for the agency that we'll be sending to NFL teams.
Hey, it's Justin with Athletic Gains. Today we'll be filming Mike Bell out of Fresno State. We're going to be putting a video together to send out to NFL teams. Today we'll be going through a workout, position-specific stuff, mostly linebacker and a nickel type, which Mike will be playing at the next level.
Also send this film through. Mike Bell Jr., also known as Scoob, NFL free agent. Man, I think for me the biggest difference from college to the NFL is just noticing how much of a business it is. It's just every day, day in and day out, you never know. You got to keep grinding in college. Like, the coaches got to have a reason to cut you. In the NFL, they don't. They could, if you're not cutting it for them, they could get somebody in tomorrow who could do the job. So I think that's just the biggest difference it is to me, is just knowing how much of a business it is more than just actually playing the game that you love. So that's probably the biggest thing I've seen so far. Something that I noticed or something that I focused on while being a free agent at least, is just my transition from being from safety to linebacker, trying to make sure I know all the drops that the linebackers do, all the things that a linebacker need to know. Coming from safety, you don't really, especially in college, you don't really get into what the linebackers and the D-line doing all the time. So just being a linebacker in that transition during this offseason, during the time that I'm off a team, I'm trying to just focus on the things a linebacker do, what makes a great linebacker great. Just from being a kid, watching the NFL, wishing to be there, and then going to high school, wanting to go to college and seeing the college stuff, and then coming from college wanting to go to the NFL, like you get to see the best of both worlds of just getting to know the grind and the struggle of being a football player, knowing that you want to make it to the NFL, and if you make it there, in my case, staying there. And I think that's the biggest thing that is underrated in football, is just staying there and staying motivated and committed to something, because it's hard to stay there. It's a cutthroat league. It will test you, your mental, your physical. It's just about what can you do. Well, you got to control what you can control, and stay motivated and stay down, and know that if you want something, you'll be able to go get it. I think one of the biggest things that helped me on this path is just having people in my corner, not giving up on me. I went undrafted, free agent, came out early as a junior. So I just think the people around me not giving up on me, and I just think that's probably the biggest thing, having a good support around you, because going through this, it will test you. It tests your willpower on if you really want to do this, if you really want to live this life, or if you want to go do something else with your life. And I just think just having a great team around you, having a great supporting staff, and stay motivated, having some good faith, I think that's probably the biggest thing that helps most athletes get through this stuff. If I could give any advice to the youth, I'll just say, man, just continue to chase your dreams. No matter if it's looking like it's not gonna happen, if it's people are doubting you, if you don't have anybody in your corner, just know there's somebody out there with the same story as you, same story as me, same story. It's gonna be another one. Everybody loves an underdog story. Everybody loves to see a guy prosper, staying down, even through the hardest times. Just a guy who's making through everything, and those are the type of stories people love to hear. Most people, if you have an easy road, people don't really attach to it like that. Most people don't have an easy life, so most people attach themselves to somebody who's seen something that they went through or going to go through or anything like that. So my thing is just staying motivated, staying true to yourself, no matter what other people think. Whatever the naysayers have to say, whatever other people have to say, whatever doubts they have for you, that's not what you should worry on. You should just worry on your craft every day, getting at least 1% better at whatever the case may be. If it's, man, we're focused on your footwork. If it's focused on catching one day, just make sure you get 1% better each day. Staying motivated, staying true to yourself. So that's advice I can give people. I mean, another thing to the youth is just making sure school come first, man. Like, the education part is a huge deal. I wish I would have taken it serious as a youth. Like, I messed up a lot of offers. A lot of big time D1 schools wanted me out of high school, and I just didn't have the grades for it, so I had to settle for a lower division, a lower tier school, but I'm still blessed to go there to a D1. But in the same breath, like, that education is top tier. If you're book smart, it correlates to the football field. You could pick up things easier, and I wish somebody would have told me this when I was younger and when I was going through this thing, is knowing putting school first and the books first. It's gonna take you a long way. So really focus on doing your schoolwork. It's cool to be smart, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. It's okay to be smart. People love smart people, so it's okay to be smart. It's okay to like to read, like to write, like to whatever you want to do in school. It's okay to do that. Don't let nobody tell you different. Good.
Oh, my fault.
Now you good? You good?
Yep. Set, go. Ball. Get up. Good. Go. Set, bounce. Oh. Get up. Good. Oh. Break. Good. Feet. Set, go. Oh. There you go. Yep. Go. Good. Yep, the whole time. Yep. Set. Go. There you go. Good, Mike. Set. Go. Yep. Ready. Set. Go.
Hope you guys like it, and like and subscribe.